My name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That More Brandon. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a review for the 53rd episode of Love Island. So this is what happened on Thursday, and I think this is the first of 2 episodes that showed us the final dates for the last 5 couples. At the beginning of the episode, obviously the babies disappeared, and Jessie said that it was nice that there was no baby cries that morning. Sammy said that there was a text that she received with the final dates with hashtag a day to remember, and Shaq said that the final dates are going to be amazing. Sammy then received a second text, and she was told that whilst they were on their last date, they needed to think about who the least compatible couple was, and obviously to vote them at the end of their date. With Shaq saying it kind of ruined his mood, Sanam saying it wasn't very fun, and Shaq saying just try to enjoy your final dates and kind of worry about the bad part at the end. We found out that the first couple to go on their final date was Ron and Lana, with Lana saying, our final date. Jessie explaining that her and Ron had achieved so much, and Shaq saying to Ron, how can you be romantic on a date and then think about the least compatible couples, because yeah, you're obviously going there to enjoy your date, you don't want to think about anything negative. And Ron said he was excited to enjoy a special moment with Lana, with Tanya saying that it was so cute. Jessie explained that last night at the babies was quite fun, and Sammy said that the baby parties are actually better than adult parties. Will said to Tom that he didn't win, it was Sammy that won, and Kai said that whatever happens, everyone knows that they are in a strong couple. Sammy asked, how is anyone going to be able to make a decision? And Sanam said that you have to just be compatible in order to have made it to the final 5, so the fact that they've all made it there is obviously a good start. So for Ron and Lana's date, before they got to their little mill area, we saw some South Africans singing from a choir in the forest, and then they were also playing drums next to a flowing river. They then went on a breakfast date where they kind of were just sitting at a table on a river, obviously bare feet, and Lana said breakfast date for her first and final date was lovely, and Ron said that he loves pancakes, with Lana saying that she is very loving, and yeah, I think she tried to just prove to Ron that she does actually genuinely like him, which is why she's now trying to not necessarily be more emotional, but just show her emotions a bit more. And then she went on to say that they literally started together on day 1, with Ron explaining that now they're on a floating date. He said he didn't think he would find a girl who ticks all of the boxes for him, adding that his mum is going to love her. And Lana said that her mum is the most important person in her life, and it actually just makes her upset just talking about it, and obviously she got a little bit upset. And Ron said that she would be alright, and he also went on to say it's the best thing that he's done in his life, and he also didn't expect to make a girl cry on a date. Lana said that Kai and Sanam are obviously the newest couple, but they are good. Ron said that obviously Tom messed up in Casa Amor. Lana said with Shaq and Tanya, you can't argue that they're not compatible, and Ron explained that they had come to their decision. At the end of their date, and obviously after making their decision, Ron said to Lana that they should get up and have a nice little dance. Tanya said that they're probably listening to music, with Shaq saying that they're obviously enjoying each other's company. And then on the way back into the villa, Lana tripped up the stairs, with Ron saying that was smooth, adding that it was the best day of his life. Obviously they both told, so Lana told the girls, Ron told the boys, and she basically said that she had a floating breakfast. And then Kai said to Ron he was obviously happy for him. Ron did a little dance with Will to show how he danced with Lana, and obviously the girls were looking over and giggling. So yeah, that was quite funny, and it was quite nice for a final first date. Tom and Sammy were up next, and Ron just basically said, you're up Tom, with Shaq telling Tom he needed to have a shower, and Sanam saying that her bum looked good. Tom said to Sammy that she looked gorgeous, and Kai explained what a wonderful and beautiful couple they were. So for their date, Tom and Sammy drove to a building kind of in the middle of a river. They walked down like a red carpet and then entered a venue that had like a harpist, red roses everywhere, with Tom explaining that it wasn't real and Sammy saying that it was mental. And Tom said that it felt like a dream, not only being in a beautiful place, but also being with a beautiful person. And he also popped the cork really loudly of the alcohol bottle, with Sammy saying, how do you manage to do that every time? He then went on to say that there's not a girl he would rather be here with, and that when she first walked in, he was like, wow, and initially had tunnel vision for her. Sammy explained that Casa Amor was obviously a horrible experience for her, so although he didn't bring anyone back, just the fact that he was like getting to know another girl. And Tom said he actually wouldn't change anything about the journey, because actually what happened has made the two of them stronger. And he said that he's dreamt of having a girl that gets on with his sister, adding that they're in it together, they've got each other now. He also said he's nervous about the outside, going into the unknown, saying that he was falling in love with her, and she said that she was falling or has already fallen in love with him. Lana asked Ron whether she's given him her number or whether he's given her his number, and then he basically just said, I'll get your number, and obviously we had to make a really bad decision. Sammy obviously read out the text about the decision they had to make about the couples, and she initially said that Shaq and Tanya have been misunderstood. It's obvious that they are in love with each other. She also said that Ron and Lana have had their own journey, a lot more downs than ups. Tom said he's not really that close to Kai and Sanam, but he knows that Kai genuinely likes that girl. And with Jesse and Will, he said that the emotion that Will is showing shows that he genuinely does care for her, and Jesse also said that she would move to the UK for Will. And Tanya said that obviously Sammy was going to come back from the date with a massive smile on her face, with Tom telling the boys that they wouldn't believe it. He said he had one hand on the Will, one hand on his chick, and Sammy says with the girls it was the best date ever. So the third and final couple that went on a date for this episode were Shaq and Tanya, with Tanya saying that she has butterflies, and Ron saying to Shaq, are you going to ask her, saying that he might come back a taken man. Shaq said that he needed to decide on a shirt, with Tom saying that Tanya's going to look sick. In the background, we heard All of Me being played by John Legend on violins. Shaq said to Tanya, take a seat, my love, with Tanya saying, aren't you nice? She did a cheers to their first and final fairy tale date, with Shaq explaining what a journey that they had been on. She said that the more they have gone through, the better it's actually made the two of them. Even when she coupled up with somebody else, she was still thinking about Shaq. And she said what has happened between the two of us has actually prepared us for the outside. Shaq said he would actually eat the whole cake, with Tanya telling him to go on and eat it. And Tanya said that she can't wait for the two of them to mix their lives together. Questioning would he move away from his family for her, and Shaq said that there are chances of potentially him moving to Manchester, and he said it's only right that he wants to make her his girlfriend, with Tanya questioning, are you sure? Tammy told the girls obviously Tom had said that he was falling in love with her, and that she kind of said the same thing back. And Tom said to the guys that for him to open up to a girl and for him to say that he's fallen in love with her, he genuinely does like her. And Will said, what did she say? And Tom basically said she said the same thing back to me. Tanya said to Shaq, again, that she had received the text, and she initially said that everyone seems compatible, people underestimate Will and Jesse, and that their connection is actually quite real. Shaq said that Tom is falling for Sammy, and the way that she talks about him, with Tanya saying that she could have actually just walked away from that situation. Shaq said that with Kai and Sanam, you wouldn't want to spend much time with someone that you don't get along with. And Tanya said that they had obviously seen Kai being with Olivia and Tanyel, for example, so was Sanam just kind of like an easy option? And Tanya said that obviously Ron treated Lana as kind of an option, but she was still set on him. Shaq questioned whether she thought they were truly compatible, adding that they had to finally pick someone. They did a cheers to their new relationship, the future being bright and obviously falling in love with each other, with Sanam saying to some of the islanders that she thought they would be on a romantic date, stargazing, and Tanya said to Shaq that this was the best day of her life, with Shaq saying that obviously they're going to hear a lot of screaming when Tanya and him come back to the villa. Kai asked how was it, Shaq said it was mad, and then he added that he has a girlfriend, with Ron saying join the club. Tanya said to the girls that she felt like she's already had her wedding day, and Shaq said it was the first time that he's actually been nervous with a girl on a date, with Tanya adding that it felt like she had a miniature-sized wedding. Lana said to Shaq that she was so happy for him, and Shaq said to Will that she is pretty much perfect. Jesse said it was the first night for Tanya and Shaq to be boyfriend and girlfriend, with Tanya saying, is she talking about us? And Shaq just said, yes, that is us. So yeah, we kind of have a few exclusive couples now. We have a few couples that are now genuinely couples, so Ron and Lana, and now Shaq and Tanya. Yeah, it is quite an interesting kind of end to the series. But I think as of now, yeah, like I said, Ron and Lana's date was really, really cute. They were on kind of like a cute river, nice South African vibes, and I think they genuinely do get on with each other. I think the only issue is he as trustworthy as he's kind of coming across? Obviously, he had his issues with kind of talking to different girls, and that he didn't really talk to anyone at Casa Amor other than Sanam, but in kind of like a friendly way, more like in a flirty way. He's already done a few things to break Lana's trust, and obviously when she was getting to know Casey, he wasn't very happy. Again, with Tom and Sammy, I think they do get on really, really well. Pretty much exactly the same question. Obviously, Tom did decide to go for Sammy, but it was kind of like 7th time lucky. And yeah, again, his kind of actions and the way he kind of treated all of the girls that he was talking to, from like Zara to Olivia to I think Tanyel even as well, like obviously they weren't coupled up, but all of the different girls that were involved. Obviously Lydia at Casa Amor, so there's a few girls there that he's kind of had a go with. And then with Sammy, she kind of went for who she wanted to go for. She kind of just fell for Tom, although potentially she was having those chats with Ron as well. There wasn't really much competition there. And then obviously with Shaq and Tanya, again, I kind of feel like Shaq has let Tanya off too soon. Obviously she made her decision to bring Martin back from Castor Moore. She didn't really explore it that much, and she kind of said that she was always still thinking about Shaq, but it's just that thing of she's done it once in the first couple of weeks. Is it something she's going to do on the outside? And again with Shaq, I think his family or his friend had basically said that when he puts 110% in, he puts 110% in. So if she's not going to give him 110% back, but kind of flirt or just try and get along with him just to get a bit further through the game, then yeah, maybe he might turn away from her. So I think for the first 3 couples, I think Ron and Lana are good. I just don't know how much you can trust Ron. Tom and Sammy are good. Again, Tom just needs to build his trust up for Sammy. With Sammy, like, yeah, hoping that, yeah, he can be trusted on the outside. And then again with Shaq and Tanya, Shaq's the trustworthy one that puts his emotions in. Tanya is putting her emotions in. Yeah, there are some doubts with his family thinking she's not 100%, and maybe she even has her own doubts, because why would she have brought someone else back if she was still thinking about Shaq? Yeah, that is it for Thursday's episode. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And until my next review, thank you for watching and goodbye.